Today's game is going to be Mark of the Ninja. I know it's been out for a while. It's another one of the games that came packaged with the Humble Bundle that I bought. And it's a game that seemed interesting, but I didn't want to spend a whole lot on it, mainly for the purpose of I'm not really big into stealth games. And from the looks of it, this was very stealth intensive, even though it was a 2D game. I'm going to just hop into a New Game Plus here, and it's been a while since I've actually played it during when I actually recorded this, so just be advised, I did better my first time through. This time I do pretty much terrible. As you can see here, there's all kinds of different upgrades that you can get over time, ranging from making an item that you picked up better, to giving you a new stealth kill. There's all kinds of different outfits you can unlock. Each outfit does different things, like one of them gets rid of the need to do the active time kills, so it just flat out kills people instead. Some of them let you equip different numbers of items, some let you be more quiet. It's an interesting bunch of outfits. With the exception of one that's unlocked by playing through the story, all the rest of them are unlocked by being challenges within stages. So there'll be 3 koi fish symbols, and if you beat the challenges associated with that symbol on 3 different stages, then it'll unlock that outfit. You see here there's distraction items and attack items. Attack items usually end with a bad guy being killed, whereas the stealth items are really just kind of like a distraction, like a smoke bomb or a noise maker, as opposed to the attack, which is like a spike mine, which when a bad guy steps on it, they die. The New Game Plus mode seems to be a lot more stringent on sounds and visibility than the normal game mode, whereas if you don't have a straight line of sight of it in New Game Plus, then you can't see it. You'll see that the less hazed out viewing arc is very small compared to in the New Game Plus, where as long as, or the normal New Game I should say, as long as there wasn't a wall or a door or something blocking your view, you could easily see it across the map. Lighting comes into play here. You'll see I destroyed that one light. If there's no light, then the bad guy has enough of a chance of seeing you, whereas if you're in a hall light or you're outdoors and a lightning strike happens, bad guys will very easily be able to detect you and set up an alarm. And with how easy it is to get killed by guys in this game, it's really not a game that's meant for you to be running around and getting into straight up fisticuffs with everybody you see. As if you do end up getting into a fight, unless you kill somebody with an actual stealth kill, you're pretty much guaranteed to get yourself murdered. You see here, I forgot how to do things and kind of ran forward and got myself seen. This works great to show how easy it is to die, but also you'll notice that he just kind of punched and kicked the guard, which didn't really seem to do anything as far as dealing with the guard goes. Now, how this works is the only way to really kill a guard is by doing a stealth kill or killing them with a trap or something of that like. If you just punch dudes, it'll take quite a bit of time, and eventually they'll fall over and it'll allow you a prompt to try to kill them, but it doesn't happen very quick, and usually by then you're dead for the most part. So it's very much more along the lines of orienting itself towards playing with the stealth mechanics, trying not to be seen, and if you are going to go out and attack people, wait till you get the prompt to kill them. And right here is a good example of the active time nonsense. I'm really not a fan of it. It works, but it doesn't always make sense. Sometimes you try to kill somebody through a doorway and you're pushing to the right, sometimes you're pushing to the left, sometimes you want to kill somebody from underneath, and it doesn't seem to make much sense with how things work. I enjoyed the game a lot more later after I unlocked the suit that allowed me to just automatically achieve the stealth kills, which would just be a simple press of the mouse button to kill them. Another thing that tends to happen sometimes, it's not a huge thing, it doesn't happen all the time, but I would hit the key to activate a stealth kill, and it would turn out that in the time it took me to do so, I was just far enough away that the bad guy left the actual kill zone, and instead I would just punch the air behind him. And for the most part, it never got me into any trouble because they never heard me punch behind them. Nothing really bad came from it, except for me, hurriedly trying to get close enough to actually kill them before they knew I was behind them. A more annoying problem I had, and this might just be due to PC controls, I'm not positive, I only played it with the keyboard and mouse, I didn't try it with a controller, is the right mouse button is assigned to pretty much the same purpose as the E key, and occasionally during some grappling hook sections you would have it highlighting the one that you wanted to go to, and the hook would just whip out to a completely different one that didn't make any sense, and this ended up causing me to get killed by quite a few laser grids on accident when I thought I was good, and all of a sudden I whipped off into the laser and got murdered. Right here, you'll see how he drags the bad guy up on a chain. This is an unlockable move. It and some of the attack weapons have a extra purpose called fear, which really just frightens bad guys so they kind of freak out and they just start shooting at whatever they see. And it's entirely possible to get bad guys to kill each other by doing so, by making them scared so that they just shoot each other. It's an interesting mechanic. It works well right up with the lights and the sounds, and as a stealth game, even in the two-dimensional sense, it works really well. Bad guys will stumble across bodies and throw up an alarm. If they hear something, they'll go investigate it. If they think they saw you or something weird, they'll go over to investigate it, and if they don't see you after a while, they will just leave. But this can be used to your advantage because you walk into the light a little bit, they think they see you over at the edge of the light, you walk away and you go and find somewhere that you can flank that position, they run into it and you murder them. It's quite a nice tactical experience in that sense. It's relatively slow at times because there is a lot of sneaking around and unlocking things and learning the mechanics, but it's not particularly super hard. So there's a nice difficulty balance there. I mean, granted, it'll probably look hard with how I'm playing it in this video, but I openly admit I do absolutely terrible in this video. And it's sad because I did a lot better on my first run than I did in this one. Of course, it is a harder difficulty, so I'll give it to myself for that. There's the new game plus, like I kind of said, so there's a little bit of replayability there. For the most part, the only real replayability you're going to get out of it is there's some global leaderboards, so you can compete for the best score, who cleared it the fastest, with the most effective point garnering from kills and hidden bodies and item usage and getting all the little subquests and stuff. Each stage usually has about 3 subquests and a couple of hidden things like scrolls. Mostly just to unlock experience points that you use to buy the various moves in a shop, and those are all for tokens. So depending on what grade of score you can get anywhere from 0 to 3 tokens, and then each of the bonus objectives you complete, you get a token. Each move costs anywhere from like 3 to I think 9 tokens, so it's not that hard to unlock everything. Everything's pretty intuitive. It's definitely not a game for everybody, based primarily on the fact that it is a lot of stealth. I mean, you are sneaking around quite a lot. It's possible to go through some stages without killing a single dude if you wanted to. Enemy variety mixes up more as you play through it. You go from normal guards to guards that have shields, so you gotta attack them from behind. Dogs that can smell you even if they can't see you, so if you're too close they'll alert people. It's a decent amount of variety. It keeps things kind of fresh. Things don't get too boring from stage to stage. It does have its minor quirks when it comes to stuff like controls, but for the most part, pretty enjoyable game, and I enjoyed it especially for how much I paid for it.